The Eternal Love is about Molin Chang, the eighth prince, from a century where pretty much everything was normal. Emperor's rule, and he was one of the becoming emperors, a descendant. He was forced to marry Chu, who's already in love with Chang's elder brother. She tries to commit suicide before the wedding, but instead of dying, she wakes up with another soul inside her body. Zoltan from the modern world, who's a real estate agent, wind up in the era of liang, where she finds herself slowly falling in love with Molin Chang. The two souls collide inside each other in one body. Every time one falls unconscious, tells a lie that is incompatible with their feelings that they held in their heart. The soul is in control of Chutara's body switches. Sometimes they switches the night, like their personality is one way in the day and the next one in the morning. There is a total difference in temperament between the two different women. One's more gentle and more kind. The other one's more bold and aggressive and loud. And it's a big difference between the two. But the one who's in love with Molin Chang is the one from the modern world who is who's pretty much destined to be here to pretty much save this martial world, spiritual world, from being destroyed by the Demon King. With the help of her husband, they both collide together. Only she can do it, but she had help of him being able to cure his illness, and she being able to seal off the Demon King once again. But this does she return back to the modern world where she belongs, or does she remain in the era in which that she comes to? These two, once the Demon King is separated, these two get separated. But do they return where they belong, or do they what happens? Because there's going to be a lot of time traveling between the two. Both individuals fall in love, and eventually Molin Chang realizes that there is a weirdness to her, realizes that something's wrong, like she's not like this, and then she's like this. He realizes that she's totally different, and the one he loves is Sultan, but because her name is Tiara, he calls her that. And these two having to experience life and death experiences together, having to save the world, having to love each other, come together despite their differences, and really understand the big picture of what the cost and price will be when they seal off the Demon King. But once he started to notice that she was different and that she wasn't the same, he slowly realized that he was falling in love with Sultan. Sultan is inside her body. Eventually, one soul leaves because the one who's actually in love with the elder brother somehow dies or just leaves the body. But this is neither nor there. This is a really good series. It's an episode 24 episodes, which goes on until 2 more series beyond this one, and I strongly recommend that you watch it because this is a love that goes beyond to one life. It goes into 3, and they go from different worlds, different eras, saving and loving each other, creating memories and building a family, and unifying the world and always saving it together.